Well, is today not the perfect mid-February day? Full sunshine, light winds, comfortable temps in the 20s, which is actually still below normal, but it felt nice. The sun angle is getting a little bit higher. You know, based on today's weather, you'd never know we have our next nor'easter on our doorstep. Let's waste no time and take a look at what we can expect in the coming days. Let's get right graphic. There it is. Snow develops during the late morning and early afternoon hours tomorrow. Southern zones, mid to late morning. Those of you in central Maine up into northern parts of the viewing area, it's probably like early afternoon for you. Some mix, being some sleet, rain, freezing rain, is possible along the coastal plain. And if that were to occur, it would be tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. Snowfall totals will range from about 6 to 14 inches. At the coastline, will be on the lower end of that. In the mountains, will be on the higher end of that. In fact, there could be a few spots in the mountains get slightly higher than 14. Gusts to 40 miles per hour. Winds will be at their strongest between 6 p.m. tomorrow and about 4 or 5 a.m. on Friday. Winter storm warnings go into effect for the entire region, not including coastal Rockingham County. They go into effect at 7 a.m. and extend until 9 a.m. on Friday. We just have a few high increasing clouds on the increase. I captured a nice, clear sky during the late day hours from our Raymond sky cam. That right there is Mount Washington. Notice a few high increasing clouds, but that's about it. Let's widen things out and show you where our next storm system is coming from. It is gaining strength tonight. This one will be your classic nor'easter as it grabs all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and surges north. Now this storm system is going to ride up the eastern seaboard and pass somewhere over Cape Cod into the Gulf of Maine. With a track like that, some warmer air is going to try to work in at least aloft. Therefore, we'll have to watch for a mix and change to some sleet, especially at the coast. Here's how it plays out. The front end thump, we get into a pretty good slug of snow during the afternoon tomorrow. Notice those darker shades of blue. Your morning commute looks okay. Your evening commute doesn't look okay. We're actually looking at moderate to possibly heavy bands moving in during the late afternoon and evening hours. Notice that rain-snow line and even that sleet line. There it is, being the pink and purple color, trying to make some headway inland. That may be too far inland, but you get the general idea. Some warmer air is trying to filter in aloft. What happens is you have a little wedge of warm air above you, and then at the ground you have colder air. So snowflakes melt, become raindrops, and then refreeze, and that's how you get sleet. Storm system moves up into the Gulf of Maine, and it looks like any leftover sleet will change back over to snow on Friday morning. And believe it or not, we actually could pick up a few more inches of snow on Friday morning alone. All right, let's take a look at the details now. Tomorrow morning, I think we're in pretty good shape, which is cloudy skies. There may be a flurry or some snow showers. I don't think we're going to see any steady snowfall until at least late morning or early afternoon. This is about 11:30. Notice some heavier bands of snow already trying to take shape over York County and southern parts of New Hampshire, and this will be moving in from south to north. I think this will probably be the worst, the heaviest snow during the day tomorrow. Probably be during the late afternoon and early evening hours. This is 4 o'clock. Notice temperatures cold enough to support snow. And these temps may actually be a little bit too cold. We'll probably top out in the lower 30s tomorrow. Regardless, it looks to be moderate to heavy snow with the wind picking up late in the day. Notice some of that sleet mixing in, indicated by the pink and purple color. There may be a few areas of freezing rain and possibly some rain along some of the peninsulas and islands in the immediate coastline here. That's the biggest question I have in my mind. How much wintry mix gets involved in this? Of course, that's going to hold our snowfall totals down a little bit where we do see that. Basically where it stays all snow, I think a solid 10 to 14 inches will do it. So basically on the northwest line of that rain-snow mix line there, that's where we're going to see the highest snowfall totals. Regardless, if you see any wintry mix, you're going to change back over to snow for Friday morning. So your morning commute on Friday probably doesn't look to be a good one, especially during the early morning commute. The trend will be for improvement, though. This is 11 a.m. We're seeing any leftover snow or snow showers exiting the region. In fact, we'll probably get into a little bit of sun by afternoon on Friday. All right, snowfall totals, we fine-tune these a little bit, but I think a solid 8 to 12 inches. You head inland by about 10, 15 miles or so, 8 to 12 inches from the Sebago Lake region up to Lewiston and Augusta. Now, the coastal areas will probably see about 5 to 9 inches from Brunswick over to Rockland, Portland, down to coastal portions of York County. Let's see, Saco, Biddeford, you're involved in this as well. There may even be some of the peninsulas and islands that get slightly less than that due to some mixing. Again, it all depends on how much mixing we get. Where we stay all snow, and a fluffier snow at that, in the areas in white, we're going to get 10 to 14 inches of snow, and I put a plus in there because there could be some locally higher amounts. especially in the mountains, so we're going to watch that pretty closely. The other big story will be the wind. Winds won't be too much of an issue during the day tomorrow, but you'll notice them starting to pick up during the evening hours. This is 6 o'clock. It's a northeasterly wind, sustained around 20 to 25 miles per hour, with probably gusts around 40 miles per hour. Areas that are experiencing some snow during this period may see near blizzard conditions, but it's also around this period we're probably going to try to transition over to a little bit of sleet or rain in the areas that get the strongest winds, right at the coastline. Notice inland areas, winds aren't quite as strong. Any leftover strong winds will start to wind down around early morning, 5, 6, 7 o'clock Friday, as they shift over to the north and eventually northwest. So strongest winds probably 6 p.m. to about 5 a.m. On Friday there. So snow during the day tomorrow, and the morning commute looks okay. Your evening commute does not look okay. In fact, your morning commute on Friday looks to be pretty messy due to some snow as well. But it will be moving in, or moving out I should say, around that morning commute, if not shortly after. Friday afternoon will feature partial sunshine. There may be some snow showers Saturday. I don't think it's a big deal though. Temps will be a little bit colder by Sunday and Monday. And another storm is possible on Tuesday. That one we'll have to watch for the potential for some freezing rain. Okay, so a pretty changeable forecast here, a very track-sensitive storm, so stay tuned just in case we have any more updates for you. We will have updates, just in case we have any changes, I should say. That will be coming up on CBS 13 at 11.